So today we're going to do some arena cube drafting. I have not played that much Magic recently, but I have seen some people play the new arena cube, well, relatively new, and it seemed pretty fun, so I thought I would give it a go and see how it goes. This is also a good test stream for me to just continue refining all my settings, make sure I know what I'm doing, and everything sounds good and looks good. So hopefully it does, but I guess I won't really know until the stream is done and I can watch the video afterwards. So we'll see. Alright, so just gotta wait for the seats to fill up and then we can start drafting. Draft is my favorite format of Magic, but I have not done it that recently. Played a few sort of drafts with some people in person, but it was really 3-player drafts. They wasn't fully, but got to play Commander Legends, which was real fun. That was a good set. Alright, let's see here. I have seen people have fun with Lithoform Engine. That is a fun one, copying triggers and creatures and spells and all that. That is very fun. Other than that, in this pack, there's fun things you could do. Dualcaster Mage, there's like Board Wipe, Rekindling Phoenix is just a good red card. Could take like Fixing Lands, but I don't know, I like staying open, and I've heard Lithoform Engine is fun, so I think we're gonna start there and see what happens. This can go in a lot of fun decks, like go big, ramp decks, copy some big creatures or some fun spells. I have, excuse me, I have heard that actually mill has been a pretty decent way to win in some of these formats, because sometimes the games can go long, so maybe we want to do that. That could be pretty good. Midnight Clock's okay. Talrand is also a consideration here. Yeah, these are some good cards. I probably would pick Talrand or Folio Fancies, just because this is good with spells. If you can get a bunch of cheap spells in with it, then it's pretty strong. But I have just seen people go nuts with Mill. I don't know if this is one of the better Mill cards. Probably not. I think the Crab, I forget the name of the Crab, but I think that's probably one of the better ones. Man, I don't know. I think we're gonna go fun. That's what we're gonna do. Folio Fancies, Lithoform Engine. Alright, well, some things to go with that. I mean, we could keep taking artifacts and just go Immortal Sun. That'll punish players who go very Planeswalker heavy. What does this do? Interesting. That one's alright. Thassa's Intervention is fun for that style. We could dip over into green and start doing like a blue-green ramp deck. Take Growth Spiral, something like that. Hornet Queen is very nice up and higher end on the but that's not really what this deck is about at the moment, but we could switch over to it because Hornet Queen is very powerful. You know what, we're here to draft big artifacts. That's what we're doing. The boat. Don't have many creatures, but that would be good. This will help us cast our big spells, but we only have one that this actually helps us cast, so probably not the pick. Probably not the boat either. As good as it may be, we don't really have any help with that at the moment. Which of the Moors? Interesting. That's pretty good if you can get that going. We could just take cheap removal spell. It doesn't seem bad. We could take a counter spell and keep kind of open in the blue X color combination. I like just keep taking blue and artifact cards, keep control. I do enjoy control of that. That is a very good card, but that is not anywhere close to what we're doing here. Unburial Rites is fun too, trying to do some reanimating stuff. But is that what we want to do? I mean, we can mill and then reanimate our own stuff. That could be kind of fun. We don't have anything to reanimate to. Cool. Okay, thank you for letting me know my sound is quiet. I'm not sure what I can do about that. I don't know how to change the sound settings. It's at max sound settings, so I don't know why that's quiet. That might be something I have to figure out after I finish drafting. But thank you for letting me know. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we'll have fun with Unburial Rites, I don't know. Eldest Reborn is also another reanimation spell, so that could be pretty good too. Spark Double, copy some things, that could be fun. We don't have any planeswalkers or creatures yet, so maybe not. Yeah, I like this reanimation strategy. Let's try it. See what comes of it. I mean, I guess we just kind of take the removal spell here. Everything else is kind of not for us. It is also another land, which is good, so we'll see what comes of it. Oh, have I been talking on mute for this whole time? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Yes? Oh, well, great. All right. Well, the whole last of that draft, apparently I was talking to myself, so that was good. But the volume is better now? I mean, can't really do anything. It's at max volume. And there's like no other sounds going on in the scene, so I don't know why it'd be so quiet. So, why is it quiet though? Why would it be quiet? Um, yeah, I don't know why it would be quiet. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. We might just have to live with a quiet stream now that I have volume again. Which I thought I was talking the whole time because the little mixer was bumping up and down whenever I was talking. So I thought I had volume. So, whoops. Alright, well, that's interesting. So we'll figure that out at some point. Yay, first time streaming. Second time streaming, but still. Alright, so we are at 43, so we definitely want to trim down some. We can add some lands in here. Do we want a temple? I think we definitely want black, white, and blue, black. Those would both be good, and those both count towards the Glacial Fortress coming in untapped, which is good. Definitely want the Godless Shrine, definitely want the Fetid Pools, which already is 3 white sources. I don't know if we need another one. It would just be if we wanted a Scry land. We do have some stuff early. I think you have to sacrifice 2 creatures, which I guess it doesn't say 2 others. I think you could sacrifice itself. I don't think Whisper is where we want to be in this deck, and I don't know. So this is 6 mana, and you get to return something. I mean, I guess it's just a 2-drop creature, so that's probably fine still. The other one is just a 4 mana 2/2 that doesn't do anything unless you have 2 creatures in play and 1 in your graveyard, so we won't do that one. Spark Double is good, especially because we have Ashiok, so it can copy Ashiok and just do a ton more milling, which is good. This is good because it cycles and gets itself in our graveyard, which is good. This is a good. We have plenty of good targets for it. I guess the Immortal Sun and Ashiok is kind of a non-bow, which is interesting. So do we play? I mean, maybe we don't play the Immortal Sun. Maybe it's not needed. Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna kill our opponent with damage. So the +1/+1 doesn't matter. The cards drawing and the cheaper spells is nice, but I don't think that's what we need in this deck. And then Hedron Archive, we're not really ramping into anything. Maybe like turn 4 Archive and a turn 5 Citadel is decent, but we still need triple black, so it doesn't help us with that any. And then Midnight Clock is, at least it jumps us from 3 to 5, so we could go up to any of these, which is fine. For some of these Reanimator things, we're going to want to target ourselves with the mill. Do we still want the Lithoform? Activator triggered ability. I mean, that's still pretty good. Because I'm pretty sure we can copy like Ashiok's ability, right? Because this is an activated ability. So for 2 mana, we could copy her mill and then mill twice as many. That's pretty good. I mean, at the worst case, we can just copy some of our spells, or if we have enough mana, copy any of our creatures while they're on the stack with the last ability. So that's not bad. Thoughtseize, I think Thoughtseize okay. We're pretty weak to aggro, and I mean, it's not essentially good against aggro, but it'll help us kind of pick off if they have a big creature or a planeswalker we don't want to deal with. And we might be okay actually at 41 because this is a land. So maybe we just go down a island, I guess. I mean, we have all of these are black sources. I know. Let's go down a swamp, which I know hurts Obliterator, but I don't expect us to cast Obliterator. It will suck if it's stuck in our hand, and we can't target ourselves with the discard. I don't think there's if it's stuck in our hand, it's stuck in our hand. Um, yeah, that's just gonna be what it is. But yeah, now we have to decide if we. That's opponent, so we can't. This is both players, or each opponent, but each player draws cards. Okay, so we can't mill ourselves. That's an opponent. So I guess maybe Reanimator's bad, actually. Maybe I was misjudging this. I kind of didn't realize that all of these you couldn't target. I know you can target with Ashiok, but that kind of seems like the only one that I can target myself with. The other one is just each player draws. Wow. That's kind of bad. Maybe we want to put some of these other things in then instead. I didn't realize that you could only target opponents with all of these, which is still good. I think we're probably going to win based on the mill route, if anything, until we get to some of these. But so maybe we get rid of like Unburial Rites. That allows us to get rid of Triumph, the Godless Shrine, and that. So now we only have blue-black sources, which is fine. Alright, let's go lands. What do we want? I definitely want that swamp back. And actually, while we're at it, we're going to do some fancy lands. I love unstable artwork. It's my favorite. So 6, 8 lands. 9 lands. And then like one more swamp because we really want. I guess we're gonna cast Obliterator. That seems unlikely, but 17, technically 18 lands. That is 40 cards, but I think we're going to want to swap some things out now that we actually realize that our mill can only go to our opponent. And I guess this is kind of free. I forgot about that. We can take an island out for that. So what would we want? So like, Mill Priest is still a 2-1. That's fine. We can keep that one in. And we don't really have any other, because that's, I mean, that's just good as a removal spell. Not really going to use it. Maybe to reanimate like the crab or something. That would be about it. So maybe, yeah, maybe we're just good at that. I mean, we only have 2 real reanimator spells. Then we're just relying on playing cards. This is a real janky deck. Do we want this though? Get a bounce 2 creatures, or scry 2 and draw 2, and then get an XX where number of cards in your hands. But that's 8 mana to do all of them. Otherwise, we just get 1 and it's sorcery. So we can't even. That would be great if that was an instant, like get an instant speed blocker or something. We could get another 3-drop. I guess actually Crypt Breaker. Oh, we should put Crypt Breaker in there. That's a way to get rid of Obliterator or some of our other things, to get them back. That's not bad. I still don't think it's good enough to put like Unburial Rites back in or anything. Yeah, I still don't think it's good enough to do that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe just, I mean, I guess Naturalize can cycle. I was trying to get rid of double blue sources that actually matter. And this guy can get himself into the graveyard. Actually, maybe the mill plan isn't as unreasonable as we thought. Especially with Crypt Breaker putting things in our graveyard. We could mill ourselves with Ashiok, but he kind of puts himself there, which is good. If we play something out, then Bantu can sack it. We can reanimate it later. Could be alright with this, actually. And cutting 2 lands because of the 2 flip lands. I mean, I guess I do want to have as many lands as possible for Ruin Crab, but interesting. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's go down. We're going down one of each. Oh, but then we're adding the Unburial Rites, so we want the Glacial Fortress, the Godless Shrine, and the Triumph back. And that, so let's cut another swamp and 2 islands because of that. Yeah, because even that makes the fortress come untapped. Like basically everything but the 6 swamps will make the fortress come untapped, which is fine. So I think this is pretty interesting. Let's try it. See what happens. Alright. And I definitely do not know the cards in this cube well enough to know what exactly I might be facing off against. We'll see. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to figure out that volume issue later. Not sure why it's that way. Well, we got, I mean, a turn 1 Ruin Crab into nothing unless I draw lands, but turn 1 Ruin Crab, and I guess we can play Folio Fancies on turn 3, I guess. You know, let's try it. Relying a little bit on luck, but you know, that's alright. As long as we just keep drawing lands, this Ruin Crab's going to be pretty good. In worst case, this can draw us a card each turn. So this seems pretty decent. If we get up to 4, this will get 2 land drops in a turn, which will be nice. Assuming the crab still lives. So they have the swamp. And are they going to do anything? Got my little owl friend here. Alright, so we did draw a land. I guess I would prefer to play this one first. We'll hit them for 3 cards. Alright, so it looks like they're green, black, maybe Reanimator. I mean, that's 1 reanimation spell at least. And no, we will not be attacking with our 0-3. So at least we did draw a land, that's good. Worst case, we could play the wizard again next turn and the folio. Alright, so now we have to decide. I think I'm going to play the wizard anyway as a land. Guarantee a turn 4 we get to play one of these. And then we can play this. So what do we hit that time? Questing Message good, Wildborn Preserver, both very good cards. And now we will pass again. We have 25 cards, we're getting there. And this is 3 mana and we mill equal to the number of cards in our hand. So currently they have 7. But I imagine they haven't made a play yet. They probably have a turn 3 play. Oh wow. I told you, Ruin Crab is pretty good. And combined with another mill card, it just combines pretty well. It's hard to beat if you don't have early removal for it. It just makes it so hard to beat. Level up, wow. Alright. Not great. Got some money, that's alright. Alright, let's see if we can keep doing that. Let's see, it's a few lands, early interaction. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Ooh, Once Upon a Time, free spelling. That is a good card though. Ox of Agonis, that is a pretty good card, not bad. Ooh, are they just, oh they're not mono red, they have a green spell, so they're red-green. but we got turn 1 Ruin Crab. But if any deck is going to be able to kill it, it's red. They have plenty of ways to deal 3 damage to things. Oh, black. Are they going to Jund? Alright. Nothing really else to do, so we might as well just play this tapped land. Because Blood Thief's Thirst is a sorcery anyway. So we might as well just do that. Keep no attacks, and then we're gonna play another mill spell on turn 3. This will be pretty good. And assuming they don't kill the crabs still, we're gonna be in very good shape. Yeah, Pathway and Cultivate. Wow, they're helping us thin their deck. That's very good. So I didn't see Field of the... Oh, they're trying to do Field of the Dead. That's what they're doing in Phyrexian Arena. So we hit the best card in their deck, probably. That was pretty good. Alright, so let's not take life if we don't have to. And play another mill card. See what you got, opponent. Discard a card. This can copy Ruin Crab, which would be fun. Sure, let's discard Bantu. We'll keep the interaction in hand. Still no attacks. So we hit Thragtusk, Kogla, Great Henge. Wow. I think we just hit all the best cards in their deck. They do have a pretty sweet looking deck, though. Definitely tried to go Field of the Dead. And I definitely got very lucky with that. And for sure, if they don't have a way to deal with this Ruin Crab, then it's not going to look good for them. Okay. Using up a Banefire, that is fair. And that's also... oh, I thought Banefire exiled it. No, it just can't be countered. Interesting. So we can make him discard stuff, but I don't really think that's necessary. I think we just play Hedron Archive and pass. Like, they're not doing anything yet. We have 2 removal spells and a nothing card for now. But if we get a reanimation spell for either one of these, that would be good. And then Spark Double on top of it. Yeah, so, wow. So they had a, kind of looks like a base red-green deck with just some other stuff. I don't really understand the Phyrexian Arena in the deck. Seems kind of like a weird splash when you could just have a solid red-green deck. But I don't know. I guess let's cycle this Triumph. We already have a white source in hand, so we don't need it. Thoughtseize. So we hit Gemraiser and a Pylath. Let's see what their hand looks like. Devil's Play, Noxious Gearhulk. Oh, and that was just enough. Alright. Yeah. Mill is pretty good in Limited, as we have found out. And especially if you have many ways to mill your opponent out. But they just weren't doing anything. They could have played some things. I don't know why they weren't. I guess they just didn't want to play a no-value Noxious Gearhulk, but, you know, that's okay. Or maybe they're one turn away from that. But they could have definitely played the Ox of Agonis, but again, I guess they didn't want to discard the hand and draw 3 against a mill deck. Which all makes sense. So I guess they didn't really have much to play. Oh wow, we're just doing it all here. Alright. Turn 1 Ruin Crab. 3 games in a row. That's pretty good. Let's see if this opponent has any way to deal with it early. They got the cute little dragon with the gold on it. We do have a very bad Phyrexian Obliterator in our hand that does absolutely nothing unless we draw 3 more swamps, which I would prefer not to do. So nothing on turn 1, but they are also blue-black. And now they decide if they want it, then it's going to get milled, so they'll probably keep it on top if it's bad. At least that's what I would do, just to guarantee 1 bad card as opposed to 3. So it's a card that was probably decent. So we'll play this. And they milled 2 swamps and a removal spell. That's good, because... oh no, that can't even hit it. Never mind. But that's still fine. Now we'll play Folio and pass it the turn. Another mill spell. We're doing pretty good on the mill front. have a removal spell for something CMC 3 or less, which will be good. And Inscription can even bring back Ruin Crab, which is great. Archfiend's Vessel. Oh, so they kind of went Reanimator too, so we are helping them out a little bit. I think we'll be okay, though. Helm of the Host. That was a good one to hit. Shade. Shade can come back now, which isn't great. I guess we'll just draw at the end of their turn, I guess. I don't really want to kill the thing that they're going to reanimate, so... and I don't really want to make them discard cards, so I think, yeah, we're just going to pass, put a stop at the end of their turn, and we'll just draw cards. I guess we could... we could have stopped on their upkeep and milled 7. That's not bad, actually. I maybe should have done it. Man, do I do it now and hit 6 cards? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we'll see if one card ends up mattering at the end. Hopefully it won't, but we'll see. Alright, Lurrus, that's pretty good. Actually, that's really good with the Archfiend's Vessel. We will block a 1-1 with lifelink. That's fine. We're not killing you with damage this time. So you also have a Bond 2. And Gary in the graveyard is pretty good. So actually, wait, what can you get with Lurrus? You can get Knight back. You can play Shade with Lurrus. That's about it looks like. That's not bad. What is that symbol on this? I'm not up to date. That's just Revolt. Okay. Not up to date on my symbols. Alright. Enters tapped. They mill 3, so they have... I could stop on their draw step and make them mill 6. They'll go down to 9 cards. That's not bad, I think. I think we just go with that plan. I thought we could stop after they drew. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So mill 6. Massacre, and they also have an Obliterator. Wow. And Unburial Rites? I don't see any planes in here though. Hopefully they don't have a planes in hand. If they have a planes in hand, this will be really bad for us. Well, I guess it has to take damage in order to actually do things, so maybe it's not the worst for us. They still are probably in a position where they want to kill Ruin Crab, because with 8 cards left, if I top deck a land, I will kill them with Ruin Crab. Yeah, so that's a good one, and that only takes 1 damage from them. Yeah, so that was a pretty good thing to do, so... Lotus Field, okay. So they will have a white mana for that next turn. They are 8 cards. We did draw a land. Alright, so they can unbarrow rights anything in their yard. Which will probably... I mean, Obliterator doesn't do much. That won't do anything if I get back Ruin Crab. I mean, none of their stuff does much. Because if I just have them mill again, they'll mill 5. I get down to 3 cards. And then the next turn I could do this. That's not bad. I mean, yeah, all I'm getting back is that. Yeah, I guess the safer way to do it is probably using this. So we'll hit them for 3 more cards, which nothing too relevant. And then we'll pass. Yeah, and that's about it, yeah. Because now we have a blocker, so there's really nothing they could do to kill us there. And then Folio would kill them the next turn. Alright, well... milling people out is pretty good. So far we are 3-0 already. It's a pretty good mill deck with backup reanimation. And we were only one black source away from being able to cast Phyrexian Obliterators, so we weren't too far away from just doing that as well, which is not a bad option. Alright. Wow. We got... opponent goes first. We do have a turn 1 Thoughtseize, but we can't turn 2 well. We could play that tapped and then turn 2 well and Thoughtseize. That seems okay. We don't have any of our mill stuff, but that's fine. Sure, let's try this. This could go very bad for us. So let's start with this. Alright, well, let's start with this. Let's Thoughtseize, see what they have. Wow, Sphinx's Rev. Gearhulk. Honestly, the best card in their deck against me might be Midnight Clock, just for the fact that they can cycle their deck again, which is interesting. Although with this hand, we have no mill yet, so maybe we take... I mean, they don't have anything that relevant to hit us with Gearhulk. Yeah, I still think we take the Gearhulk, though. We need some lands. Well, land and a Ruin Crab. Wow. I think we're not doing Ruin Crab this time. I mean, with them having... we're not going to get there that quick. Could be a mistake. And unfortunately, that enters tapped, which is unfortunate. I forgot about that. I thought this was an island, but it is not an island. We're not doing anything, so we can cycle this to draw a card. Alright, Obliterator, that's not great. I guess we'll play 2 life and Solemn. They could counter this. I guess they do, which I don't know if that was really worth it. I mean, my hand, obviously, it was worth it, but they don't know that. Not too bad. Alright, we did hit another land, which is nice. Yeah, I guess we bad value Gary, that's fine. I still think it was the right choice to bottom the crab, because we would have hit 2 lands by now, but still not gonna beat that. Alright, we did get another land. I think we'll sack this first, see what we get. Lithoform Engine's pretty good. We have a Obliterator next turn, which is really good. And I don't think we're really worried about a 2-2, especially if they're going to block with it. Alright, so I think we just wait, and we have Blood Chiefs, or not Blood Chiefs, there, so we have Phyrexian Obliterator next turn, which is not bad. I don't really think they're going to do damage to it. They might counter it, so they might just pass holding up counter spells. I don't know how many counter spells they got in the draft, but going blue-white, I would imagine a couple. Okay, just another land. Yeah, that definitely makes me think that they have a counter spell, which makes me wonder if I should do something like Lithoform Engine first, see if they'll counter that. I do have enough mana for Scholar, but that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I think we just Lithoform Engine and see what they do about it. Probably going to counter it. Yeah, so it's good that we did that, because the Obliterator would have definitely got countered. And now we will just attack. What we could do next turn is Obliterator and Spark Double if we draw land, which would be pretty good actually. Double Obliterator is pretty good. Although, again, being blue-white, I imagine they have a board wipe or two in there. And we could Obliterator and Spark Double like Gary, which would be 8 drain. It's not bad, but I don't think it's really what we want. Yeah, this is about to flip. Which once this activates, ooh, Approach of the Second Sun. And I get a whole fresh hand of cards. Which also means that Approach got shuffled. Well, we can do what I said probably, and double Obliterator. Do they have Disdain? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, they had Disdainful Stroke. I still think it's better to double Obliterator. Because I would only drain for 8, and that's not incredible. And now they're just digging for Approach again. Well, like I said, they had a board wipe. Hopefully not a counterspell. Nope, they had the neutralize. Alright, well. Don't think we're winning this one. Unless they have no threats, but they have the Realm Clumped. But we have an answer for it. Do we have something to return with that? Not really. So I guess we pass, because we can't really return anything. Yeah, because it's return something CMC2, which we don't have a creature. So all it would be is make them discard 2 cards. Wow, that's really good. I'd be surprised if they don't just untap it and cast Approach again here. I'd have to get very lucky for them not to have drawn it. What would be great is they're very low on cards now. If I can untap and draw Ashiok and have it not get countered, very unlikely to not get countered though. After all the cards they have in their hand, they have 11 cards in hand. Cycling, so they didn't find it. They would have just straight cast it if they had it. Oh, did they draw it off that cycle? That would be insane if they did. Well, Princess Buttercup, congratulations to you, apparently. Alright, well, let's keep going. See, we lost. We didn't have a turn 1 crab, so we lost. That was the whole reason we lost there. We had the option for crab, but he wouldn't have been very good. He wouldn't have milled them out before their clock shuffled everything back in, so it wouldn't have been good. If it was an Ashiok, we would have kept, because it would have exiled all those cards. But it was not. I mean, this is like a turn 1 Thoughtseize or turn 2 Thoughtseize and Crypt Breaker. That's pretty bad, honestly. Wow. Ruined Crab. And all the things we want, but no blue mana. Interesting. And we are on the draw. Wow. We are 1 blue mana away from this just being a really good hand. Alright, let's try it. If we don't draw blue, we're kinda dead, but... Alright, well, let's play the tapped lands. Alright, we hit the blue. Now, I think we... Man, I wish I would have got rid of the Reanimator. They're playing aggro. I guess we'll folio fancies. Get that online for later. This starts going really fast. Mayhem Devil, that's a good one. We can kill it. Do we kill it yet? I want to keep milling, so I think no. I think we do that, and then pass and put a stop, and we'll draw at the end of the turn. Got rid of Eliminate, so one of their removal spells, but in red-black, I can't imagine they don't have a way to kill this. We will not block, but more than likely have a way to kill it. We still might have a way to kill it and just decided not to, so. Untapped land is great. Let's see. So we got a Woe Strider, they'd have a Devil in there. Not bad. So we want to kill this Mayhem Devil now, is the question. $23, we're nowhere close to that. If we ramp, we could do multiple of these, but yes, let's keep ramping and things. Yeah, let's do that. Pass. This allows us to either draw a card if we want, or cycle this on their turn to do some things. So you just attack into attack, or do you actually have something? Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they don't have something too big here. 6 mana. Like Chandra would be the worst. 6 mana Chandra. That'd be really bad for us. 5 mana. Flashing back the Woe Strider, maybe? That would be okay. I mean, it's really good with the Mayhem Devil, I guess. Oh, that's why. So they're gonna do that and then hit the Ruin Crab with it. That's pretty good, yeah. Let's cycle this and see what we get. Ashiok's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. If only we had Ashiok a turn sooner. Now they're gonna sack the goat to scry to kill the crab. Yep. Yep, resolve all, that's fine. I guess we need one more black to do this, in addition to more mana, but well, that's the one more black for it. So next turn, if we play Archive, we can do this with Kicker next turn to make them do everything. Discard, return the crab back, and kill Mayhem Devil? Probably. I mean, Woe Strider actually is a big threat at 5 mana. I mean, let's... Yeah, I think we play Archive. And then Ashiok. It at least gives him a target to want to kill next turn. Yeah, they're definitely going to want to kill that next turn, so... hit some decent stuff. It looks like they kind of went pretty good. Rakdos Sacrifice deck, that's pretty good. And now we're going to take a beating this turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. They might be able to just kill us here, actually. Hopefully not. And then we can get Crab back and Ashiok stuff. Oh, well now we're not. Wow, that was pretty good. It's interesting that they chose to do that when I only had one card in hand, though. I guess they were just really worried I had something, which it would have been pretty good. Now they have to decide if they want to kill this or not. They probably do. I guess they have a ton of damage, so maybe not. Yeah, you can gain your life. That's not how we're winning this game. Land is not gonna do it for us, so I guess we know we're doing this.
Behold, my epilogue of
13, basically. I don't think there's any way we're winning this. Yeah, if I had one more turn, I could make him draw at the end of the turn and then mill. But I don't think we have enough, so 2 mana to draw 1 or 2 mana to draw 2. This would leave us with 3 mana left. I guess we do this first. I guess this is all we're doing. Since it did it like that. Wow. We don't have the 4th. That's bad. Alright, well I guess... draw 1 card. That was not it. Alright. That is one problem with not having much early interaction. And with feeding our opponent who has graveyard interaction cards. Ghost Rider is pretty good. And we probably should have taken that turn off to kill the Rakdos card, but it was a risk. Turn 3 Ashiok, that's not bad. Play a Crypt Breaker up front too, which I think we will. We have this to cycle as well, which is pretty good. Pegasus, wow. Wow. Mono 1-drops over there. Alright, let's play that. Because I definitely want to either cycle or activate this. I think we just want a Crypt Breaker, right? We could block some of this stuff with just a token. Yeah, we'll just pass. They can attack with the Pegasus. We can't do anything about that, but... oh, wow. Venalish Marshal is pretty good. Yeah. You got a really good mono white deck over there. Guess it's like, yeah, discard that. Definitely not playing that anytime soon. Alright. So they chose to attack with a 2 that we can't deal with. That's fine. And they could decide they're trading that for a token. Which I kind of have that choice anyway, so yeah, we're not blocking. Alright. So we could just wait and discard another card, or we could try to get something with the Waker of Waves. What? I'm not sure what would be better. I think we need a solution for this Venalish Marshal, honestly. I guess both we can do at instant speed, so we'll wait. We'll see what else they do. Hopefully they don't do anything else nasty. I mean, that's pretty gross. We don't have any board wipes in this deck. This is all very good stuff together. Oh wow, and Venerated Loxodon? Alright, we definitely need a solution for something. I mean, Umbrella Lights is a card. we are still 2 turns away from it. We're just dead next turn. I mean, it only gets back. I guess actually Unburial Rites gets both of them back because this can cast Unburial Rites again, right? That will get back the other one. But we can't do it this turn. Wow. Are we just dead next turn? So we're taking 9 in the air. We can block 2. We're only not dead if we activate this. Oh no, actually no, we're still dead even if we activate that. Because then we lose a blocker, gain a blocker. Wow. That was an insane start from them. Absolutely crazy. Alright, well, that was really good wins followed by really bad losses there. But, I mean, I think it was a cool deck. We probably picked some stuff wrong. We never saw the Bolas' Citadel, which would have been fun. Never got a real good moment to play this. It would have been nice if we got another turn there. Because being able to Scholar, get back on Barrel Rights again for the Waker would have been nice. But yeah, 3 1-drops followed by Banalish Marshal is pretty good start. It's hard to beat that. That's like constructed good. So, not much we can do about that. So I guess we will claim our prizes, which are Beacon Bolt, Flower Fire of Dust, and Light of the Legion. Nothing amazing. Alright, wow. That was fun, but I think we will stop the stream there. Again, this is just a little test stream, and apparently it didn't go that well because the volume had issues for most of it, but if anyone does make it this far, thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter. I would love to chat with you and keep you up to date. I will be doing more streams of all sorts of games. I don't know if we'll do Magic again anytime soon. We might. I don't know how long this draft arena cube goes through. It is pretty fun. I also don't like to spend money on arena. I prefer my Magic money to be spent on real life Magic cards. So we'll see. I do have enough gems to run it a couple times, so we might do that. It was pretty fun, and we could see if we can draft something better. We could definitely draft something better than that deck. So thank you for everyone who turns out to watch, and yeah, have a good one.